Next technique is raining claw. It's against a right step through uppercut. Again, ideal stage, he's going to step through with his uppercut. Okay, more likely we're fighting here, and he shoots the uppercut. Bang! I'm going to use a downward block. So let's go ideal first. If I'm starting my neutral position, I step back, again, to get distance. Buys me time, okay? If I step back and I go with him, kind of like a sailboat. Sailboat moves by the wind hitting the sail. Moves the sail. He's the wind, I'm the sail. I move back with it instead of coming forward to meet it. Because it double times it when I move forward. When I move back, it gains me some time. You want to buy yourself some time at the basic level. Come down. With a block, go to a forward bow. Claw his face. When you do the overhead heel palm, you're going to strike with the heel of the hand and then with the fingers. Break the bridge of his nose. That's the money shot. And you claw. From here I check and I just come right up to the center. Back knuckle. Boom. Much like alternating maces, which you've learned back at yellow belt. Okay? He shoots the uppercut. Bang! Very important, my hand is on a 45-degree angle, not a 90, because I don't want to have force meets force. It's a bad day for you. Head at a 45. 1, forward bow, claw. 2, and then back knuckle 3. And I cross out. At speed. Repeating maze. So now we're dealing with the left direct push, actually cross push to my left shoulder. As he does that, it's a late reaction. We're going to borrow the force and lately, of course, react afterwards and do an outward parry all of a sudden. My right hand that gets caught down in the center, in the middle of on the right side of my body. What that's going to do is we're going to circle it in and do an inward eagle beak rake hooking strike to his left kidney. While that happens, I'm just going to recoil it off my body, okay, rebound and bam, back and go right to his ribs. My right hand then comes over as a positional check to his left arm, do a roundhouse kick or a shovel kick behind his left calf, and cross out. 1, 2. Repeating mace because repeating the strike in the same plane. So, late response. 1, hook, eagle beak in, bam, back knuckle out, roundhouse kick, cross out. In full speed. Bada bing, bada boom. Next one's reverse mace against the left straight punch. Okay, let's start over that one again. This next technique is called reverse mace against a left straight step through punch, or maybe even a jab. We're going to use a double factor block, so we mount defense with our offense. Okay, very, very important principle you're about to learn. So we're squaring off, we're in a fighting stance. As he shoots to the left, I don't want to hang out, I want to get out of the way. I'm basically slipping the punch, just like a boxer would slip the punch. I meet the action with a right inward block or parry. My left hand comes underneath my elbow to check. This folds in and at back knuckle. If his hand is up, I might grab it, or I might just keep it here. Okay, so once again. So I'm here, he steps through, I'm off, I parry or block, check, and back knuckle. From here, if he tries to come around with the right hand, boom, I just kick the knee. Always worrying about that other hand, very important. He shoots the left, inward, out, back knuckle. Kick downward on that knee, boom, and cross out. At speed. Another technique I don't recommend to do if someone's putting all that pressure and trying to charge you forward. Best thing to do is just to get the hell out of the way, right? But some circumstances, you don't have that choice. So here's another option. As the guy comes to grab him, I'm going to drop back into my forward bow and use both of my thumbs and my prongs, bam, and hit him right in his groin. From this point here, after I do that, my left hand is going to wrap around and hyperextend his right elbow. Good chance for me to lock him up, hold him in control. Basically, this is where I would finish the technique. But anyway, we're going to continue through. As I begin to wrap my left arm to his right, I'm going to push his left shoulder away from me just to keep him engaged so he won't start grabbing me or whatever. This is going to give me a window of opportunity for a knee to the groin. As I do that, I'm going to plant through forward and do a knife edge kick to the inside of his left knee, busting it. And as I do that, I'm going to hit him in the grill with an elbow, pop, left side, and I'm going to cross out 1, 2. Okay, thrusting problems. Okay, 1. Hold him away if he's trying to grab. Knee to the groin. And now what happens with my right hand, I can actually do like a windshield wiper motion. And so I can rake the eye as I elbow at the same time and cross out 1, 2. That's a nice little hidden treat. Breathe and. buckle and branch, okay? Now we're dealing with the left kick. Same thing, base ideal. I'm going to start with my left leg full and the left neutral bow. As he comes with the left leg, I'm going to go up to 430 and do a positional check with my right. I'm then going to do a snap kick to his groin with the right leg. And as I plant down, I'm going to use the left hand engaging arm to keep the space in between us. My left knee is going to come up and buckle his leg. As that happens, of course, you see how his face is turned. Wow, I'm going to vertical punch to his jaw and cross out. Again, getting off the line of attack, kicking his groin. As I plan, I check. I want you to kick the left leg. I mean, it could be either leg, but right now we're going to go for the far leg, which is the right leg side of the right leg. And as he spins to his left, vertical punch to the left side of his jaw. Come back, notice my point of contact with my left leg is here to also control him, to keep him off balance on the angle disturbance, angle cancellation. And go to the angle of departure. All right, we'll do this in speed. So, now we got crashing wings. So we're dealing again with the rear bear hug. Guys, their arms are free. Again, you're dealing with a guy, especially if he's a grappler. If you guys do jiu-jitsu out there, you would know already from this point that once a guy is behind or you're behind the guy, you definitely have a dominant position. But this isn't about who has a dominant position. What it's about is knowing what you can do if all you know is crashing wings. So, the idea is that as he grabs, I'm going to step off with the right automatically and actually drop my arms on it. Okay, on his radial nerves. By doing so, I can give myself just a little bit of time. I tenderize him. I'm going to pin his arm with my left, and as I do that, I'm going to cat out quickly with my left leg, stepping towards 730. From this point, as he yanks, I'm going to do an upward elbow underneath his jaw, and I'm going to continue to pivot towards that angle, towards 430, as I do a hammer fist to his groin and pull over my leg. Okay, from this point, I want to crack him in his head. That's all good. Cross out, and you're up. Again, crashing wings. All good for you. And one. Grab. Step around. Elbow. Pop. Okay, I can even guide him with my left hand. Hammer the groin. And cross out 1, 2. In its full speed. Next technique is crossing talon. Okay, talon is usually a grab. He's going to do a cross, hence the name, crossing talon, cross wrist grab. So this is my right arm. He's grabbing with his right arm. Number of things he could be doing. He could be trying to punch with his left hand. He could be a jiu-jitsu and aikido master trying to wrist lock me, what have you. So what I'm going to do, how I answer this question is I counter grab. Very simple. There are a lot of ways to get out of this wrist lock. But I'm just going to reach around now. I got his in control. And I'm going to turn and torque. Use my fingers. Torque down. I step through, right in front of his leg, do an inward block behind his elbow, trying to hyperextend the arm, put him down. Left outward elbow, heel pump, grip his face, rip. If I can, I'm going to back knuckle the kidney. This is all with the left hand. Left overhead downward elbow, right to the spine, grab by his head, knee him in the grill, cross out. Cross grab, 1, boom. Try to get this, bang, at the same time. Always countering his height, width, and depth. Drop an elbow on his face, heel palm if you want. Rip, back knuckle, overhead elbow, and knee. One time at speed. Dance to death. Okay? This is a right shuffle punch. He's going to shuffle forward with his punch, keeping his right leg behind him. Okay? So here we go. He's going to do that. I'm going to step forward, meeting his action with my left inward block. 1. I'm going to do a ridge hand to his groin as I go to a forward bow. 2. Always keeping this hand up. Okay? From here, I'm going to step through. I'm basically going to do what's called a single leg takedown, but I'm going to do it the Kenpo way. As I slide down, I'm going to pick behind his knee, pull that up to my hip, simultaneously elbowing his ribs. Reason I do that, I don't want him to get hurt just when he hits the floor. I want to hit him before. Okay? So I strike here, I slip the elbow, it just slips like that. I grab behind his knee and I take him down. Right here, I'm putting my right foot deep into his leg. This way so he doesn't kick me up or pull me down into his guard. Okay? If he starts to fight, I'm going to back knuckle his knee. I'm going to do a 5-finger slice or chop to his groin. Push away, cross up. He punches, I meet it.
Bridge hand. Take him down. Boom. Take that leg out. Boom. And chop down. Bang. Get with it. Free speed. Okay, if David Leder was to do a top 10 Kenpo techniques on his show, the top one would be 5 swords. It's very, very popular. It's very, very flashy. Everybody loves to do it. It's against the right hook punch. Okay, I'm going to step in, meet that action. 3 points of contact. Okay, left hand's checking, right hand's hammer fisting, and my right foot is stepping in, trying to check the knee. Okay, I would say primarily get these hands up. If you get the knee checked, great. Okay, as he steps in, I do it again. Bang! Catch him off balance. You want to catch him before he hits the apex of his circle. That's where most of his force is. If you try to catch him here, you're going to get knocked over. Guarantee it. You want to catch him back here when he's still winding up to catch him off balance. Okay? Remember, when his right foot is forward, he's got no balance going back towards his heels. That's the attention I want to give you. I want to put him back that way. As he steps, bang, 1, chop the neck, 2, forward bow, left heel palm, 3, and then I uppercut to a solar plexus, 4, bang, cross up. Stepping in again, 1, boom, 2, chop the neck. Try to go right from point of origin. If I claim back, he might check, he might punch, he might do anything, okay? So I go 1, 2, bang, okay, 3, and then down, boom, I cross out. Free speed. Is this deadly handshake. Okay? Here's what I'm going to do. He's going to grab my hand, maybe clock me with the other hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get away from that left hand. I'm going to yank him off balance. As I hop, I'm going to knee him right in the groin. Okay? I can knee him in the groin or maybe even to the ribs or to the liver. Okay? As I do that, I'm going to try to break his arm with my left hand. Okay? This is pretty much a minor move compared to this right knee. I'd rather go for that knee for broke as much as I can. So I'm here, I pull 1. Hey! From here, if his hand is still up, I check it down with my left hand, stepping through, right inward elbow. Cross out. I hop. It's a hopping maneuver. I hop onto my left leg and bang, just clock him with that right knee. Try to break that elbow. 1 and 2. Cross out. Speed.
Glancing salute. So now we're taking it another step from a regular push. Trigger salute told us to directly push. Now we're dealing with a right cross push. Okay, glancing salute. As he pushes me, what I'm going to do, again, I'm just going to borrow the force and hinge. Pinch it with the right arm to his right elbow, his right wrist, as my left arm does a break to his right elbow. As I do this, I'm going to automatically press down the arm, okay, do a pressing check. What I like to do, instead of just checking, I like to actually grab the arm and hold it against his body, knowing where it's at. When I do that, I'm going to simultaneously use a glancing heel palm, which is going to hit the right side, left side, right side of his mastoid, and glance over the neck. From this point, I'm going to pull him into a knee to the face, or knee to the leg, or knee to the groin, whatever the option is. From that point, release and cross out. 1, 2. So, pin, borrow the force. Notice how my left leg is also what? Checking behind that leg to pin it, okay, just to create that angle disturbance. Hyperextend that arm right there. Hold it down, pop. There goes the heel palm temporarily. Hold, crane. Hold them in, knee to the face, plant back, cross out. And it's full speed, and plants. Alright, grip of death. Okay, now we're dealing with another headlock technique. So as he comes out again, just like the other one, remember to keep your chin solidly pinned in at the same time. As he pulls me forward, I'm going to utilize that force. I'm going to use a gravitational check with my left knee to unbalance him. While this happens, it also hopefully opens him up too. Gets his arms off of me. I'm going to hammer to the groin, hammer to the kidney simultaneously. I'm going to grab underneath his nose and I'm going to pull back on the philistrum like that to control him. From this point, I'm going to do a right heel palm to the jaw and a right knee to the thigh and cross right out. 1, 2. Grip of death. Again, borrow the force as I come down. Use your marriage of gravity. Hammer the groin. Hammer the kidney. Here are your tenderizers. Grab. Pull. Suffocating him so that way he may let go. Heel palm, knee. Come out. 1, 2. Okay, this full speed. Grip of death.
Next technique is locked wing, and I'm a big fan of this technique, okay? So the guy gets you into a hammer lock, okay? What you want to do, a hammer lock is just the guy's grabbing your wrist and putting it behind your back. This is the classic lock, okay? First thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you grab the guy's wrist and try to put a little bit of downward pressure. Now you're at a disadvantage because he has the leverage, but I want to try to push just to stall him a little bit. As he does this, I turn. What that does, when I turn, that takes his leverage away from him, okay? I'm going to go do it this way. He pulls it behind. As I turn, I step back. I buckle the leg. And what that does, that sends his face right into my elbow. Make sure when you do the buckle, guys, you slide low like a closed kneel, and then pop that knee. Bang! Strike that knee. Strike the face. Boom! I can claw if I like. Go to my neutral bow if I like. Come around, overhooking or whizzering the arm. I'm going to break his arm as I go to a forward bow again. Boom! Hopefully he comes around. If he doesn't come around, his arm's busted, his elbow's going to come around, he's staying still. But if he wants to get away from it, he starts to go against it, that's fine. I tighten up that overhook or that whizzer, I step back, I grab the back of his head, and I knee him right in the grill, and I cross out. He grabs, I hit him, buckle, bang! Come around, keep the pressure if you want. Try to break that arm. Boom, he gets away from it, that's fine. Pin, keep that whizzer strong. Check his head, heel palm it, because you don't want to get tackled. I might spin him around, he bear hugs me, takes me down, double leg, what have you, okay? So instead of letting that happen, I want to check the space, control his head. He comes around, control his head, boom. If you want to figure four your arms, you can, bang, right in his grill, and I cross out.
Want to do street speed?
Oh, let me do a street speed. I want to take that away from you guys. Locking horns against the front headlock, or maybe even a front guillotine, okay? Very, very important that you really control the guy's hands so he doesn't choke you unconscious. What he's going to do is say I find myself in a guillotine, meaning his forearm's in my throat. He's going to try to crank up on my neck, crank up on it, and choke me out or break my neck or what have you, okay? First thing I want to do is I want to counter and grab the wrist to get the hands away from my throat, okay? There are other counters to this. I can hug his body to try to get out, but we're going to do locking horns. So as he pulls up on me, I'm going to hold on to that hand, step through, and check that knee. I want to get his hips away from his center of balance because I don't want him to get underneath me to where he can really choke me out. So I try to push him away. I use my knee, I use my rich hand, boom, try to get him away. As I stand up out of this, trying to get out of his lock, I'm going to slip an elbow up underneath his chin. I'm going to go to a forward bow, come down on his bladder with my left heel palm. Then I'm going to do a right inward elbow sandwich. Means I'm striking with the heel palm first and pulling him into the elbow. There's my cross out. Bam, I come in, he gets the choke. I counter, I lock that knee, strike his groin. Slip up, come down, and sandwich. Bang! One more time. Say I come to tackle, he chokes. 1, 2, 3, bang!
Obscure wing is a pretty easy technique. It's still what if to sword and hammer. I mean, what if the guy's a little bit closer? A lot of times, again, they teach you to do this technique against this. You can do it against this kind of grab. Sometimes they teach it against this kind of grab because, you know, usually when a person's going to come over you, they're really going to try to grab. But there's a base idea. Anyway, he's closer. I pinch it with my left hand. Same as sword and hammer, I'm going to step into him. But as I do that, I'm going to elbow to his solar plexus, obscure wing, obscuring the elbow. As I do this, I'm going to hammer fist to his groin, dropping it down, doing upward, obscure elbow. From that point, I cross out. So my angle of departure, which should be 10:30. Again, pin, elbow, 1, hammer, elbow back into the bridge of the nose, and cross out. Obscure wing, ready? And alright, striking the serpent's head. Now this is a technique, I don't recommend if someone is way more than you to do this, but this is a technique like, if your cousin's all over you, he's getting all stupid and drunk, good way to just back him up without having to knock his throat out. Okay?
Trust me, we know more than anybody about people weighing more than us.
So, as he comes through the tackle, I'm going to drop back and hold the position, okay? What you're taught to do is to miraculously let your left hand guide his back and hit the left side of his temple. If a guy's a good grappler, it's going to be really hard to do that. Yeah, exactly. But you know, again, we're talking about someone who has no idea what's going, what he's doing, and he's just coming after you, and bada bing, you got to strike in. Anyway, here's one method. So, as I pin down with the elbow on his left, I'm going to contour my left hand on his back and do a looping back knuckle strike to the left side of his temple. If he has hair, I pull it back. If not, I put my hand into his eye socket and pull it out. By doing that, I lean forward into a forward roll to pull him away from me, do a half fist through his throat, and as I do that, I hit my left hand across his face and I cross out. 1, 2. Again, striking the serpent's head. 1, brace myself into a good neutral bow, loop the back knuckle. If I want, I can always get my finger in there too. A lot of options, yeah, pretty little things. From here, grab his head, pull it back, bam, half fist, get the head out of there. And it's full speed. Bam! Press out. Alright, striking the serpent's head. Now this is a technique, I don't recommend if someone is way more than you to do this, but this is a technique that, if your cousin's all over you, he's getting all stupid and drunk, good way to just back him up without having to knock his throat out. Okay?
Trust me, we know more than anybody about people weighing more than us.
So, as he comes through the tackle, I'm going to drop back and hold in position, okay? What you're taught to do is to miraculously let your left hand guide his back and hit the left side of his temple. If a guy's a good grappler, it's going to be really hard to do that. Yeah, exactly. But again, we're talking about someone who has no idea what's going, what he's doing, and he's just coming after you, and bada bing, you got to strike in. Anyway, here's one method. So, as I pin down with the elbow on his left, I'm going to contour my left hand on his back and do a looping back knuckle strike to the left side of his temple. If he has hair, I pull it back. If not, I put my hand into his eye socket and pull it out. By doing that, I lean forward into a forward roll to pull him away from me, do a half fist through his throat, and as I do that, I hit my left hand across his face and I cross out. 1, 2. Again, striking the serpent's head. 1, brace myself into a good neutral bow, loop the back knuckle. If I want, I can always get my finger in there too. A lot of options, yeah, pretty little things. From here, grab his head, pull it back, bam, half fist, get the head out of there. And it's full speed. Bam! Press out. Alright, next thing we're going to do, how you doing, is called thrusting salutes for a front snap ball kick. We're going to start off with the left leg forward and left neutral bowl. As the guy comes through with the front ball kick, I'm going to get off the line of attack for 430 while I'm facing 1030. Before his foot lands, what I want to do is I want to be able to snap my ball of the foot in between his groin, plant forward, then scream soprano, and then I'm going to plant and heel palm, bam, to the bridge of the nose at the same time. Okay, make sure that when you land, that's when you actually shoot the heel palm to the bridge of the nose. From this point in, my left hand in a positional check and cross out. Again, getting off the line of attack. 1, kick, bam, heel palm, cross out. And it's full speed. How you doing? We're on the trigger salute right now. Okay, the trigger salute, we're dealing with a shove. Basically, the whole idea is that your environment, your environment restricts you from stepping back, so you have no choice but to step forward. As the guy pushes, I'm going to borrow the force and I'm going to hinge at the same time. I'm going to use the pin check on my left hand, 3 points of contact, my left hand pinning, my right knee in his leg, and the right hand to the bridge of his nose. If I want to be more gently, I can hit the jaw. From this point here, what we're going to do is we're going to do a glancing hand sword to the top of his bicep, right bicep. And as I do that, I'm going to do a flapping inward horizontal elbow to the inside of his ribs, glance it away, do a right outward elbow to the rib. And if I want, here's a compound technique, which is a back knuckle hidden within the strike. Pull it out and wham, uppercut. Cross out, 1, 2. Again, trigger salute. 1, set it off. Bam, let this glance. Boom, boom. Here's the elbow. Pull it away. Outward elbow, uppercut, clear out. All right, now we'll do this in street speed. Bam.
So twisted twig, what's happened is I've come up against a jiu-jitsu or aikido guy who's going to put me in a wrist lock. The way we're going to practice in the ideal stage is the guy's basically going to grip and put me into the wrist lock, okay? That would probably never ever happen. If this were to ever happen, it's probably going to happen in the course of combat, whatever. Maybe I'm doing 5 swords and he grips my hand and goes for the wrist lock, okay? Let's try ideal for right now. As he comes up, before he comes over the top of the circle, because there's nothing going on here, especially if he's making a big circle. If he's making a small circle, I'm probably screwed, okay? So if he's making a big circle, I'm going to step in. There's 2 ways you can do this. You can check down and pop your elbow up. I tend to like to push this away, because I don't want to fight down on his arm. Because his elbow's already up like that, I'm just going to go ahead and shove, get my hand out of the way, and slip my upward elbow. From here I turn from my neutral bow to my fighting horse, my outward elbow, then to a reverse bow, hammer fist is drawing. Again, if you're striking high, you're checking low. If you're striking low, you're checking, you get the idea, okay? He gets to grab the wrist, I check, boom, and I slip that elbow up. 1, 2, 3, and I'm out. At speed.
Lone kimono. So, with a left hand lapel grab, guys leaning on me. As that happens, this is one of the base techniques you learn in Kenpo in terms of teaching defense and offense simultaneous. My left hand's going to pin his arm. En route, I can always catch his eye too, right? As we do that, we're going to drop back and do the forearm block underneath his elbow. When I do that, it's going to hyperextend just enough so that way I can get my arm off and clear it. I'm going to do again a right inward elbow, inward forearm block, hopefully breaking the left elbow. As I do that, I'm going to bring the arm across, see the positioning of his neck, bam, do an upward hand swing to his throat, and cross out. 1, 2. Watch it again. So, we pin. 1, hyperextend. Bring the arm around. 2, always an option as well, right? Bam, 3, got your hand sword right there, and get the hell out of there. Cross out. In speed.